Today, we're diving deep into how the world government views the gum fruit. Now, the main goal today, unraveling the mystery behind why the world government places such significance on the gum fruit. So let's embark on this journey together and crack this enigma wide open. Got thoughts? Drop a comment. And hey, a like and subscribe would be awesome. Heads up, we've got some spoilers from the latest chapters, so tread carefully if you're not caught up. Stick around till the end, you won't regret it. From the get-go, Luffy has been known as the user of the gum fruit. But in chapter 1044, Luffy's true power was finally revealed. It's called the human fruit, model Nika, named after the legendary sun god Nika. Turns out, the name gum fruit was a sham created by the world government. According to the 5 elders, they changed the name to erase it from history. Why would the world government go to such lengths? Well, it's likely because this power is deeply connected to the Void Century. You see, Tsunade, who knew about the Void Century, spoke in chapter 1046, saying, "Ah, this rhythm. Joy boy, huh? Joy boy. It's as if you're right here." He's referring to the drum of liberation sound emanating from Luffy's awakened heart. This implies that Joy Boy, too, was an awakened user of the human fruit, model Nika. Joy Boy, as you may know, is thought to have made the Kazuki family create the poneglyphs and hide an immense treasure in Raftel. It's clear he was central to the Void Century, so it makes sense that the world government would want to hide this. In other words, what the world government truly wanted to hide wasn't the ability of the human fruit, model Nika itself. Rather, it was the existence of the person associated with that power, Joy Boy. It is believed that the world government was concealing the true name of the human fruit model Nika, mainly to hide the existence of Joy Boy. However, it's also a fact that they saw the power of Sun God Nika as dangerous. In chapter 1044, the 5 elders described this ability as the most ridiculous ability in the world. If you watch Luffy's performance after his awakening, you can see that the 5 elders' evaluation is by no means exaggerated, right? As a reference, let me introduce some of the ridiculous abilities Luffy has used up to the latest episode. Grabbing Kaido in Azure Dragon form with a giant hand, swinging Kaido around with a giant swing, turning the ground into rubber and bouncing back Kaido's attack, using Gum Balloon inside his body to float Kaido, turning even Kaido's body into rubber, enlarging with Gum Gigant, skipping rope with Kaido in Azure Dragon form, running through the air while emitting flames, instantly recovering from a charred state, grabbing and throwing lightning. Listing them all out like this, you can see he's using a huge amount of new techniques in just a few episodes. It's shocking that he's manifesting all these diverse techniques with the power of just one devil fruit. Broadly categorized, he's using techniques of different categories like rubberizing, enlarging, flames, lightning, healing. Right after awakening, Luffy says, "I can do everything I wanted to do." From this, we can infer that this ability has the performance to realize what you imagine. It can be said that it is a versatile ability worthy of being crowned with the name of God. As far as we know at this point, the human fruit model Nika is endowed with abilities such as rubberizing, enlarging, flames, lightning, healing. However, the immediate effect of eating the human fruit model Nika is only that the body becomes rubber-like. So there were probably very few people who doubted the name gum fruit. But Luffy was already showing glimpses of abilities other than rubberizing before his awakening. For example, Gear 3rd falls under enlarging, and the ability to grab lightning was what damaged Enel. Also, Gum Red Hawk can be said to be a flame ability. In other words, even without awakening, the user of the human fruit model Nika can use abilities such as enlarging, flames, lightning to some extent. If the user realizes user can do more than just rubberize and use it, user may be able to expand the ability even without awakening. Perhaps the world government naming it the gum fruit was precisely for that reason. If it had a name that made the user associate with enlarging, flames, lightning, its true value might be discovered. So they emphasized rubberizing on purpose. Compared to the abilities of enlarging, flames, lightning, there would be overwhelmingly fewer people who desire the ability to become rubber. For the world government, which would preferably like to retrieve the human fruit model Nika, it would be preferable to give it as weak a name as possible. Yet, the world government has never been able to retrieve the human fruit model Nika in the past 800 years. The reason must indeed be the will of sun god Nika dwelling in the devil fruit. The world government has always tried to retrieve the human fruit model Nika throughout the ages, but don't you think they've been too lenient with Luffy? If they were serious about retrieving it, they could have sent powerful pursuers as soon as it was discovered that Luffy possessed the ability of the human fruit model Nika. Although he was vulnerable in his childhood, his ability was well known after he became a pirate. If CP0 or Marine Admirals had been dispatched before entering the Grand Line, Luffy wouldn't have stood a chance. If Luffy had died, the human fruit model Nika would have been revived somewhere in the world, which would seem convenient for the world government. The reason they didn't do that might have been to keep the true value of the Gum fruit from being known. If CP0 or Marine Admirals had been dispatched to Luffy when he was a no-name pirate, other pirates would surely have been suspicious. If it was suspected that the world government wants the Gum fruit for some reason, other, stronger pirates might have targeted the Gum fruit. In that case, it was better to let them think it was a minor ability of a no-name pirate and leave it at that. If he was an insignificant pirate, there's a high chance he would eventually self-destruct without the world government taking a risk. In other words, the world government's not actively going after Luffy was because they were too sure that Luffy would never awaken the ability. In chapter 1037, one of the 5 elders says, "No, it can't be. This fruit has become a legend to us too. There has been no awakening for hundreds of years." This shows how they underestimated Luffy. What they miscalculated was that Luffy was indeed a fitting vessel for Sun God Nika. If they had known this would happen, the 5 elders would have come to take down Luffy without caring about appearances. That's all for today. The world government probably, at first, was desperately trying to recover the human fruit model Nika. However, since they were unable to recover it for centuries, they likely resorted to branding it as a weak devil's fruit and let it be consumed by unknown pirates for management purposes. Considering this, the intention behind Shanks letting an ordinary village child eat the human fruit model Nika becomes intriguing, doesn't it? This channel posts summaries, explanations, and ranking videos related to One Piece. If you like One Piece, we would be happy if you could support us by subscribing to our channel and commenting. Thank you for watching till the end. See you in the next video.